Oh. What's up, everybody? It's another episode, another set from Digital Stackers. What's going on? I hope everybody's being safe out there. Everything's kind of crazy right now. Coronavirus. It's looking real serious out here, you know. So I hope everybody is just staying safe, you know, following the guidelines. Just more time to be indoors with family. Yeah, but I wanted to make a quick video because, you know, now is with everything going on, it's a lot going on. You know, now is the time to be mindful and understand that, you know, there's some opportunities out there if you look closely. And, you know, this week I'm going to try to get as much content on the channel, dealing with the things that we like to talk about, which is Forex and crypto. So today I got some stuff for you on the Forex side, but you know, if it don't get too late, I might make another video to do some stuff with crypto because it's just some fantastic opportunities out there. The market is taking a beating, as is everything pretty much across the board when it comes to financials. And it's just so many opportunities out there. So we got to get this content out there to family. So just sit back. You ain't got nothing else to do. Everybody has that indoor restriction going on. So, you know, this is just time to do your research, get some things done, get some of those goals and things that you had on the back burner due to, you know, working a lot. Everybody hard workers out there. So we want to just take the time to kind of re-establish that plan, you know, that money-making plan, so we can be better prepared for unexpected events like this to occur, you know, because this is not going to be the first time or the last time any of this stuff happens, you know. It seems like we're just being groomed to come face to face with more severe troublesome times, you know. But you know, when it rains, it pours, and one thing for sure, the sun will always come out. So let's hop right into what I wanted to do with this video, and I hope the audio is good on you guys. And when I be looking at these to edit these videos, sometimes it sounds awful, and I'm like, man, I'm surprised I got as many subscribers as I do with the sound quality so poor. So, you know, I'm going to work on that. But we just want to take a look at some of these charts. So what I plan to do in this video is kind of go over an introduction on the MT4 and just how powerful the MT4 is when it comes to Forex trading. These are some of the things that I just learned myself, but nevertheless, they can help you possibly with like marking up your charts and doing stuff like that. So I'm gonna jump right into it. So the first thing with this MT4 chart that I like to do, so okay, you know what? Let me take this from the top. I'm freestyling this one, y'all. I didn't have any direction. I just thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and get a video in and put some content on the channel. And oh, again, let me thank all the subscribers. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You know, you guys are the reason why I do these videos, because of that type of encouragement and support. So I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. and I'm definitely going to keep putting this out. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that too. You know, all of that helps. That's like our virtual currency, you know, for creators. Whenever you guys hit that like button, even if you hit the dislike button, you know, because it's just showing your opinion one way or the other. So you can like it or dislike it, long as you're engaging with the content. That's what counts, you know. So I hopefully this helps somebody. And you know, I'm not going to keep going off into little side conversations, but check this out. So usually whenever you start off a chart in the MT4, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out whatever pair you want to rock with, trade with, whatever you like to just trade with. You're going to pull up that chart, right? So the way you would do that is you would go up to your view column and hit market watch. So when you hit the market watch, it's going to bring up a list. This list is usually a list full of, you know, some of the pairs you got. If you don't find your pair in this list, you can easily just hit the view button, go down to symbols, and then once you come in here, you can look for that pair that you want to trade with. And, you know, it'll be FX majors, exotics. You just click on all of these, the crosses, and you'll see a bunch of pairs that you can trade. Like I was telling you, one of the good things that I like about Crypto Rocket is that they got cryptos that you can trade. And this will come in handy. I mean, right now, the market is just all across the board. It's crazy. Everybody's seen it. You can hear it on the news. It's crazy out there. Very volatile. You be taking an even more risk trying to trade in this kind of environment, you know? So it's better to just wait it out and let the markets kind of stabilize, because they're, you know, it could swing up 1,000 points. It could swing down 1,000 points as far as the market's concerned. Forex concerned, it could go up 500 pips, come down 500 pips. And we should be usually used to that kind of behavior in Forex, but it's still doing crazy, crazy moves. I'm getting email alerts from the brokers that I'm using with like warnings of how the market is. So, you know, if you're trading in this climate, just be careful. You know, that's all I can say. Be careful with it. But like I said, they got cryptos that you can trade, you know, so you will usually just pick out the pairs you want to trade and start putting them into your market list, right? Your market watch list. Okay, so here's your market watch list. I have all the pairs that I like to trade here. Now I want to pull up a new chart and how to break it down. So what I'll usually do is pick the pair that I want to trade and pull it up. Let me just X out of that. So now we got this chart up, right? And what I like to do off the rip is make it visually pleasing to look at. Like I don't like I told you in one of my previous videos, you know, I like a naked chart at first so I can see market structure and what's going on. You know, if I need to make some support and resistance lines, I need to, you know, do whatever markups I need to do on the charts. I got to see it for what it's worth. So the first thing I'm going to do is make it pleasing to my eyes. And you can change these colors, any colors you like. You might not like red and green. You know, you might want to go with purple and blue or something else. So you can do that here, customize it pretty much any way you want to. I always like to take the grid off. I don't do grid trading, so I like to take that off. Get me a nice blackboard. Okay. Okay, so we got the blackboard up. Now, one thing I also, and forgive this chime that comes in, it's just an alert, alerting me of some plays that I might want to take advantage of, but I don't usually trade Sunday, Monday, because, you know, the spreads be too high, be a little crazy. So I'm just relaxing today, so I just figured I'll do this video and kind of give myself some experience in going a lengthy amount of time with my teachings. So, okay, here we go. Let's get right to it. So another thing I want to do is insert some things to my chart so it'll make it easy for me. So usually I go to view, toolbars, and then I go to charts, right? So it'll bring up this little bar. This will give me my crosshairs so I can, you know, this is like my crosshairs, and this is also like a measuring tape for me, okay? Because it'll measure the amount of pips from one point to the other. So that'll come in handy, you know, whenever you want to do some precise trading, you're going to need this tool, definitely. So you want that on your board. Another one I like to put in view is time frames. Got to have my time frames at, you know, so I can quickly click through the 15-minute, go to the daily, you know, do my thing. I like that. So I have to have that up there. And charts. So we need the charts because, you know, it'll give you the options for templates. You still got your time configuration right here you can get to. I think these are like your borders and stuff like that. You know, you can arrange the windows. You can put a split screen, 4-screen right here. Your magnifying glass to zoom in, zoom out. And yeah, so that's pretty much, I mean, these are a little bit more advanced tools, but the main ones for beginners, and, you know, this is, I'm making these videos for people who really don't know about this and want to get involved. For those of you who are experienced, and, you know, you already know this kind of stuff. So yeah, so there you go. Then you got your lines. But so usually what I do, get my blackboard up, right? I got my candles, the colors that I want them, green indicating uptrend, red indicating downtrend, right? So the first thing I like to do is take it all the way to the 4-hour, okay? Why I like to take it to the 4-hour is because when you look at the 4-hour chart on the big board, right, it gives you a clear idea, as you can see right here, of a good chunk of time and what kind of movement this particular pair has been doing, right? So usually when I go to the 4-hour, right, today and tomorrow, I kind of create a psychological support and resistance line level, all right? Why do I do that? Because I know come Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that psychological support and resistance level, the market is definitely going to look to break above or below it. So once I see that type of movement, which usually is 30 to 70 pips, you know, coming in Tuesday night, you might get a 30 to 70 pip movement one way or the other. And then from there, I can just kind of monitor how it's moving and what it's going to do next. And that's how you make, you know, your ends. So, but before, I mean, I can do that now, you know, but as a beginner, I think the best thing to do is set support and resistance lines early. So I'm gonna grab a line. Always look to your left. Look for the highest point, which is this point, and then just see how it gradually drops. So we got, this is the highest point. So this is where the high is, right? So we know this is where the high is. And then I'll grab my crosshairs and see how many pips from where it is now to that high, which is, it's about 562 pips away from that. And that ain't nothing, to be honest, because this is the beginning of the week. And for it to move 500 pips this way, it could easily succumb that distance within a week's time, you know, easily. So this is not a far-fetched level to test, to be honest with you. It's not far-fetched. So, and then I'm gonna look for my low, right? All right, so, all right, so we're gonna go here. So now we got our two high points, right? Easy enough. And then let's measure to the bottom and see how much. So that's 833 to hit that floor, okay? 500 to go up and about 8 to go down to hit the floor. Now that's not saying it won't go half of that, establish some type of floor there and then test it, you know, maybe next week sometime, but I'm gonna say that if I was the market, right, it would make just so much more sense to try to test that higher level up there. You know, it's easier to get to. We already got momentum from the previous week. As you clearly can see, it had a nice run up last week, right? So, I mean, why not continue this? We can put some chop in here, a quick dip, and then boom, a nice spike to the upside. So I can see something like that happening easily, right? So yeah, so you know, this is just, I'm not going to give you too much. I'm just going to give you a little bit on this because I don't want to have a whole full out video just on marking up. But usually once I find these two positions, right, then I'll start marking up other levels, you know. I might put one here because this is a nice little level right there. I might put one there, and then when it breaks out of here, or I might do something like put an alert. So we'll put a little alert there, or maybe before it gets there, just to let me know. So if I hear that little ring right there, then I have these set up to hit my phone as well. I get that alert on my phone. I'm coming back and looking at this and seeing, what's going on. But Monday and Tuesday, I don't trade, so I don't want to mark this chart up based off of anything that's being done today. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tutorial on the MT4. And now, quickly, I want to go to something that's really, really important. So let's pull up another chart really quick, because this is something that I think is important for newbies too. Because I'm going to tell you, when I first started Forex, you see these charts are really, really unforgiving on the MT4. And what I mean by that is, like, when you see how hard it is to just scroll. I mean, I have these already set, but usually you can't scroll back this far without it snapping back to the beginning, So you'll be trying to go back and you can't really study unless you do a certain thing. And I'm about to show you that right now. So if you go on your toolbar, right, and you go to options, okay? And you see this number down here, max bars in history. You can change this, right? So what you want to do is put as many nines as it would allow you to, right? Put as many nines as this would allow you to. And once you do that, you hit OK. Now, what that does is, you know, that resistance that you was getting and it'll snap back is only because the data that the MT4 is reading is limited whenever you got that at its default settings. So by you doing a little trick that I just showed you, now you're able to scroll back endlessly as much as the MT4 would let you. So if I did it correctly, you should see that number, which you do. And now you can have endless scrolling. And of course, I'm on a 1 minute, but if we put this thing on a 15-minute, you can see it's very smooth, very easy to handle now, and you can get to where you need to get. And the higher time frames you go, the more you can go back and explore data. So that's a little trick for you guys. You might want to zoom out when you're doing that just so you can see more. So see, now you can go back as far as very, very far. Very, very far. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for y'all today. Let me see if there was anything else I wanted to go over with the MT4. Oh, another thing that I just learned on this MT4. So check this out. You can also on your MT4 back test. It's called the strategy tester. And I'm going to show y'all a couple of tricks with this. This is real cool because you can watch in real time some of your strategies that you got with your expert advisors. So we'll get into that a little bit down the line. I really don't want to do too much of that now. But thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe if you're not a part of the channel. We got some more content coming soon. I'll probably drop another one tonight just talking about crypto because crypto is really, really getting smashed out. But it's a lot of good looking cryptos that's really, really low right now that you could get involved in. I want to talk about that. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on another one.